Thanks so much. It is an honor to be with all of you here today. Of course, this evening is a Toastmasters event, but do we have anyone that is a member of both organizations? If so, can you please type both into the chat so that we have a record of that? Today we're going to be discussing the exciting relationship that's being formed between Rotary and Toastmasters, our Momentous alliance, and how together we can develop extraordinary communicators and leaders who put their communication and leadership skills into action to tackle some of the world's challenges, like the current COVID-19 pandemic, for example. Toastmasters International and Rotary International are two organizations with long histories, global impact, and proven track records of helping people. The Toastmasters Rotary Alliance will leverage the strengths of both organizations to help the members grow personally and professionally. Some Toastmasters and Rotarians have already teamed up in Toastmasters clubs and Rotary clubs. Rotarians say they benefit from their Toastmasters membership and point to the improvement in their communication and leadership skills. When Toastmasters join Rotary, they use their enhanced communication and leadership skills to serve their communities. I'm going to say communication and leadership about 4,000 times tonight, so be ready for that. Franco Saboya and Rebecca Klepek are members of both and will be telling us how they plan to use the combination of organizations for personal development and community service. So I'd like to give Rebecca the opportunity to give us a quick 2 to 3 minute explanation of what she is hoping to benefit from by joining both. Rebecca?
Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you for letting me speak to everyone tonight, because you know what? I am a proud Toastmaster. I've loved what I've done over the last few years. I am now looking to help potential leaders grow and grow. And all of a sudden, this opportunity called Rotary came along. Rotary and Toastmasters. I thought to myself, if I want to empower leaders in Toastmasters, what can I give them? How can I go out and meet some new wonderful people? So I thought, well, first off, I want to go meet some Rotarians, because I know I'm going to gain the skills that I can continue to use. One, because, well, I'm trying to find leaders in Toastmasters and encourage you to do what you're born to do. I'm also going to be learning from my fellow Rotarians, because guess what? I've already met quite a few leaders in some of the Rotarian clubs. Similar to Toastmasters, you are assigned a mentor right away, and they go through the entire Rotary Foundation, what you can do, what your volunteer opportunities are, and how I can apply my skills going forward. What am I going to do? Oh, I know when I'm going to Rotary, I'm going to be volunteering and helping out with some of their barbecues. I'm going to be helping out with some of their communications. I might have already joined one of their communication committees, and I'm looking forward to that. And let me ask all of you, communication, isn't that something what Toastmasters does? Isn't that kind of where we come in? Perfect. I can use my skills to help them. And not only that, I'm going to continue to meet and grow myself, because what better way to grow as a communicator and leader but continue to network? And Toastmasters is a wonderful volunteer organization. I'm slowly learning, so is Rotary, because their values are very, very similar. In fact, they've got some youth leadership programs that I'm itching to help out with too. Something similar here. We empower youth. I'm not sure if any of you have been involved in a youth leadership program. I know some Toastmasters that go all out, and then just the stories I hear or some of the pictures and images, Rotary does something similar. So not only am I going to be helping Toastmasters, I'm going to be looking at potentially helping youth. I can't wait to see what's going to happen to me in my Rotary and Toastmaster journey. In fact, if any of you are curious, just let me ask me, and I'd be more than happy to share it with you. Back to you, Jocelyn.
Thank you, Rebecca. All right. So what I'm going to go over with you this evening is to take a look at the similarities between our two organizations, to discuss our alliance goals, and hopefully we'll have a couple of minutes for some Q&A. What is Toastmasters? I know that's a crazy question to ask Toastmasters, but here is my quick explanation of it. Toastmasters International, founded in 1924, and has helped literally millions of men and women throughout history. The success of the program is evident around the world. We have nearly 17,000 Toastmasters clubs spread across 143 countries and nearly 360,000 members, which are split evenly amongst those residing in North America and those throughout the world. Toastmasters members become confident, effective communicators and leaders, and these skills are directly transferable in both their personal and professional lives. Growth and empowerment are truly the heart of the Toastmasters experience. Our structured program offers the opportunity to practice public speaking, both prepared and impromptu, and to help receive helpful and motivational feedback. Of course, this means we get to practice preparing and delivering evaluations in addition to speeches, and this is a skill that can be hard to find opportunities to practice outside of Toastmasters. But all of you knew all of that. That's just what I'm going to be telling Rotary about us. The result of all this is accomplished speakers, capable leaders, skilled evaluators, productive meeting facilitators, personal and professional growth, and as you all know, connections, friendships, and networking, and so much more. What is similar about our organizations? There are a lot of similarities, actually. Sorry, guys, I'm a little behind on my slides here. We see club meetings with banners, lecterns, members, speakers, awards, and recognition. We see similarities, or at least complementary vision and mission statements. Rotaries, together we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe in our communities and in ourselves. And Toastmasters, of course, we empower individuals to become effective communicators and leaders. Both of these organizations focus on empowering the members to be bold and take risks and action, to look around not only at the opportunities for growth, but also inside ourselves to become more effective communicators. Both of these organizations give members experience in communication and leadership development through training and club participation. The vision for our collaboration is to change more lives for the better and positively impact communities around the world. We share similar values. We share similar taglines. They're pretty complementary. I'm betting you guys know what the Toastmasters one is, and we know what Rotary is. We know that Rebecca knows what Rotary is. So Rotary, service above self, and Toastmasters, where leaders are made. Again, certainly complementary. We see similar organization structures as well, where everything flows from the club. Membership benefits. Let's take a look at what the members receive when they join. The members of Rotary are given access to a network of volunteers and to opportunities to make a difference and make connections. And in the process of that, they can develop leadership and communication skills that can be transferred to their careers. It happens organically in Rotary, but it's not inevitable. Toastmasters are given access to a structured curriculum for communication and leadership development and a club environment where they can intentionally practice these skills. The curriculum is time-tested with a proven delivery method that helps members craft and hone their skills. Our similarities present a momentous opportunity to support the members of both organizations. Providing members with opportunities for personal and professional growth is at the core of the newly formed Rotary Toastmasters Strategic Alliance. Collaboration between these organizations can provide Toastmasters the opportunity to apply public speaking and communication skills to give back to our communities through Rotary's vast array of service projects. In turn, the Rotary members will have more opportunities for personal and professional growth to improve their communication and leadership skills and to apply those new skills more effectively to their service projects. The goal of this momentous alliance is to leverage the strengths of our organizations. The opportunities include conducting joint Toastmasters and Rotary Club meetings, welcoming a Rotarian to a Toastmasters club and a Toastmaster to a Rotary club, inviting a Rotarian to be a guest speaker at a Toastmasters club and a Toastmaster to speak at a Rotary club meeting and to share with one another, learn from one another, and collaborate through this momentous alliance. It's all about collaboration. Building the relationship is an organizational priority for Toastmasters that will unfold over the next 3-year period. The goal is for Toastmasters to offer Rotary members a structured communication and leadership development program, and to offer Toastmasters members a way to use their communication and leadership skills to give back to the communities. The Toastmasters Education Department is developing 8 co-branded communication and leadership skills development courses for Rotary and Rotaract members. Rotaract members are those 18 to 35 years old, generally, and it'll be available on the Rotary website. The courses are based on our Pathways educational content with self-assessments, independent studies, applied projects, and peer-to-peer feedback, just as we see in Toastmasters. Rotarians will be welcomed in Toastmasters clubs, present there, and receive an evaluation after they speak. The courses will be available in English in 2020 and in more languages in 2021. The ones that are available now are the top 2 for sure, and the other 3 are scheduled to roll out any day and may have rolled out just in the last few days. So Develop a Speech and Deliver a Speech are available now. Inspirational speaking and interpersonal communication will be available really soon, if not already. And the final 4 will be available before the end of this year to Rotary and Rotaract members. And those are Leadership Basics, Leadership Collaboration, Leading a Team, and Inclusive Leadership. The courses will be available to all Rotaries and Rotaractors and can be found on the Rotary Learning Center through their My Rotary accounts. Rotarians do incredible work all over the world, and they make a difference in the lives of others. They have stories to tell. Toastmasters can help them share their stories. Toastmasters members can take their personal journey further through Rotary by using their communication and leadership skills to serve their communities. Franco, do you want to tell us why you joined both organizations and what you get out of both of them, please? Franco Savoia.
Jocelyn and fellow Toastmasters, I'm absolutely delighted with this opportunity tonight to share my personal experience. I want you to think about that expression we hear, a marriage made in heaven. What does that look like to you? What does it feel like to you? We don't have time to talk about it together, but I want to talk about an organizational marriage that's made in heaven. And that is what Jocelyn has been describing this evening. 25 years ago, I joined Rotary because I was involved my whole career in wanting to make a difference in the world. And I've worked with the YMCA, and then I worked with vibrant communities here in Calgary, focusing on poverty reduction. The thing that I learned a long time ago is that when we take that final ride in that hearse, nobody's pulling a U-Haul behind them. Nobody. At least I have not seen one. You may have. So the question I think we have here, with this little time that we have on this planet, what difference do you want to make? Well, I think what's happened here, serendipitously, is we've got a marriage organization made in heaven that can help each of us make a real difference in our own lives and in our communities and in our families. So that is what I did 25 years ago. And what is it that men and women coming together, as Jocelyn has so well described, that want to make a difference? But there's also a fellowship. It's people coming together that share the common values, because it's difficult doing this kind of stuff alone. So that's what Rotary does. For 25 years, I belonged for 4 different clubs in different communities because my work took me different places. Right now, I belong to the downtown Calgary club that was formed, the first club to be chartered here in Calgary of Rotary in 1914. So it's got a long history, and of course, there are now 14 clubs, Rotary clubs in the Calgary area. 4.5 years ago, I got some feedback that I could use some help in impromptu speaking. And so someone at the United Way who was a Toastmaster or had been a Toastmaster said, well, you might want to think about joining Toastmasters. Well, I looked around and tried a variety of clubs, and I finally found one that works for me, 6:45 in the morning. That's not everybody's cup of tea, I know, but this group of men and women and this Toastmasters loves, and we're the Sunrise Club here in Calgary. And I was just blown away by the effort and what I learned work with this group of men and women. And again, there's fellowship, it's community, there's feedback continuously in evaluation. Well, that's fantastic. That's why I'm still there, because these we continue learning together, not unlike Rotary. So that to me, what's happened in my mind, the metaphor I've developed is, think of a lab and think of the actual doing. And Toastmasters is the lab. You get a chance to practice and learn and test both leadership, fellowship, and leadership and communication. And then out here in Rotary, you're out there doing it. The two of them work absolutely glove in hand, and it really is. It's a wonderful opportunity for each of us to really take this alliance that's been developed, and I call it a marriage made in heaven, to really influence and help you become a better person, make more of a difference in our communities. And that's what it should all be about, a marriage made in heaven for each of us. Back to you, Jocelyn.
Thank you so much, Franco. Toastmasters strive for self-improvement. Rotarians put service above self. Toastmasters learn how to tell their stories. Rotarians have stories to tell. Rotary members could use the Toastmasters skill development to more effectively tell their stories, and Toastmasters can use their skills to benefit their communities and to find new stories to tell. We have so much to learn from one another, so much to give one another. Rotary service projects are inspiring. Toastmasters learn how to inspire with their words. We have an incredible opportunity for both organizations to work together and use our shared strengths and unique strengths. Imagine how much more inspirational and effective we can be together. The ongoing relationship between these two organizations will begin at the grassroots level, with local club members learning and working together. Thanks for your participation and for your enthusiasm. I love the happy marriage made in heaven. Great, that is a great analogy. That's true. Thank you all. And I don't know if we've got a minute or two for question time. Do we, Matt?
Yes, we do. We have about 5 minutes or so. So if anybody's got any questions, then please, I think Jocelyn is ready and waiting.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And Rick is asking, how can we gain access to the 8 educational PowerPoints that Toastmasters has created for Rotary and that Rotary members can access from their membership leadership portal? I do not know that yet. It is something I've been looking into, and I can't tell you that, Rick, but we're going to find out. And Jackie's asking what's involved in becoming a Rotary Club member. I am going to defer that to Franco, or no, to Rebecca, since she just became one, so she should remember. Rebecca.
Well, thanks, Jocelyn. Yes, so similar to Toastmasters, they have something called Find a Club. There's a few of them in Calgary. Like Franco and I actually belong to the downtown one, too. The best way, for example, I'll just give you a brief history of what I did. I found the Calgary Downtown Club because I work downtown, and I just walked in person. First few meetings, you come in as a guest. And similar to Toastmasters, they'll greet you and invite you. And then there is a process you go through. The club downtown, they will make sure that you're a good fit for the member. You kind of go through an interview process, which is kind of cool if you ask me, because they do a lot of volunteer work, especially with some of the more disability. So they do a lot. So you go through an interview process and they try to figure out what your skills are, and they will accept your application. And based on if you've been approved or not, I'm not sure if anyone in history has not been approved, but anyways, once that goes through, you pay your fees and you're a member. There is some follow-up tasks that you complete as a member checklist, but there you go.
Thanks, Rebecca. And certainly we will be welcomed as a guest at any Rotary Club meeting, because Rotary is also well aware of this alliance. So don't hesitate to check your Rotary Club. Go to 5360, is it not? Rotary 5360. And you can check and see which clubs are meeting and when, and feel free to let them know you'd like to attend as a guest.